And happening today, gamers are taking a plunge in the International Flipper Pinball Association Texas Championship. Man, that's a mouthful. It's a tournament where the top 40 pinball players across the state compete to see who comes out the victor. KENS 5's Earl Stoudemire is joining us live this morning. They're getting ready for that tournament today. And Earl, it's a big deal because lots coming to that winner.
Good morning, Vanessa. Yes, there is a ton. Actually, there are a ton of things coming for that winner for this year's state championship pinball tournament. So right now I'm in What's Brewing coffee roaster. So to the side we have some coffee beans, but this is only just a fraction of the store because right around the corner we have all of these pinball machines and we have the maintenance expert for all of them, Mike McKenna. Thank you so much for helping us with this. So how many machines do we have in this year's tournament?
So for the tournament, there's 24 machines. We're going to have the top 32 in the state. So the top 32 in the state will compete head-to-head, best-of-7 series on different machines of different eras. So right now we have 21, but we have 55 in here on a normal day.
Man, so what are the years for these machines? I see a lot of different eras and generations.
Yeah, the way we're set up for the tournament, you're basically sitting on the new and the more modern machines. So you're having stuff in the, probably from 2008 on up is our newer machines. So you'll see them, they have big screens, they'll have a full screen TV. This particular one will just take your picture while you're playing. You'll see pictures on the screen. That's our newest stuff. But for the competitors, they've got to be able to play every era.
Oh, okay.
So they start with that stuff, and then we move into what they called the golden era of pinball, which is the 90s. So you see kind of DMD displays. They'll have little games within a game in there as well. So you'll cruise through those, and those are probably the stuff most people grew up on in this era. And then if you back up a little farther, you're going to go to stuff in the 70s and 80s. So here you'll see this is Abracadabra. It's a very popular game, but it's rolling reels. It's got that sound. It's got the dings that you're used to when you're hearing pinball.
Hey.
And you're seeing it work like that.
Yeah, I was like, keep it going, keep it going.
You can't just let it drain, right?
Yeah, true.
And then 70s type stuff, which is kind of like your 7-segment display pieces. And then they've got to play all of these eras, so it's not just being good at one game.
They've got to
be able to handle all of it at the same time, right?
So, yeah.
And we're streaming on Twitch, so it's Twitch, What's Brewing on Twitch. They're streaming right now. We've got basically Stranger Things sitting up right now, and then we'll probably have people watching throughout the day.
All right, so with everyone playing each of these machines, how is a winner determined?
So it's, like I said, it's a best-of-7 series, similar to what you'd see in an NBA playoffs, right? So you have people competing head-to-head, and it's best-of-7 series. So they pick their machines, and they win 4 games. They move on to the next round in a bracket. Comes all the way down to the last final 2. They pick their games depending on their seeding, and away they go. So that champion will be crowned sometime today, probably in the later evening around 11 or 12 tonight.
Oh my God. So this is a full day event.
It's a full day. We're starting at 10 o'clock. Tomorrow is the ladies. So the ladies competes, the top 16 ladies in the state. They will be here to do the same thing. They're playing head-to-head, best-of-7 series, and that's how it's going to be. And then we'll crown a couple of winners. Those winners will go on to compete nationally for Texas. Yes, so whoever wins is going to play for Texas in the national tournament against all the other states, and then they can be crowned the world champion from there.
All right. So really quickly, so for anyone who wins this competition, what do they get for a prize really quickly?
So it's a trophy and a move on, right? It's a trophy, or a big plaque that gives them the state champion for the year, and then they get their ticket punched to go to the national tournament.
Yes, sir. All right. So all hands on deck for everything Texas Pinball Competition Tournament happening here in San Antonio. So coming up in the next cut-in, we're going to hopefully have some more of those players coming in and try and get some tips and skills on how they're going to try and take over this tournament. But Vanessa, I'll go ahead and turn it back to you.
All right, Earl Stoudemire is going to be a pinball champ by the end of the show.